Welcome. This is part 2 of the Pythagorean Theorem. As you can see, it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c equals the hypotenuse and a and b are sides next to the right angle. So you see right here is the hypotenuse. It is opposite the right angle, and it is the longest side. In this case, we want to find the value of the hypotenuse, and of course the hypotenuse is where the red line is. We start by going with a squared. A squared, if this side is a and this side is b, then we take 330.1 times 330.1, and that is quite a large number, as you can see. We also multiply 219.8 times 219.8 for the b side right here. And that value is 48,312.04. Now we just follow this equation, a squared plus b squared. So we add this number here with this number, and that comes to this very large number right here. If I want to find out the value of this side, I just have to get the square root of this. In the same way, I can take this number and get the square root of it, and it will equal 330.1. So now that I have this, I will click it into the calculator to get the square root value. This square root value is 396.582967, and actually the number goes on and on. But I only want it evaluated to the first decimal place. The first decimal place would be where the number 5 is. I will take the number to the right of the 5, which is an 8, and since it is greater than 5, I'm going to round up the 5 to a 6. So my answer is going to be 396.6. In this problem, we're trying to find the value of b, which is this side right here. We have the a side, which is 330.1. We have the hypotenuse, and it has this value right here. So let's just work the formula. A squared, we multiply this number by itself, and that gives us this value. We take the value of the hypotenuse, and we multiply it by itself to get this value. And next we do a little bit of subtraction. We have the value right here of a squared as 108,966.01. If we were to subtract that value from this, it would equal 0 for this value. So for example, we would subtract this number by itself, and that equals 0. Then we only have b2 on this side of the equation. In order for it to remain equal, we have to subtract the equal amount from both sides of the equation. So we will subtract the same amount over here. Since we've subtracted this from both sides, it's still equal. And c2, which would be this number here, c squared, we take this number minus that, and that will give us this value down here. This is b squared. In order to get the answer to the problem, we have to find the square root of that. So we plug that into the calculator and find the square root, which gives us 219.8. So we've just figured out the length of this area is 219.8. Just as a brief review, we take this value, 157,291.56, and we subtract the value of 108,966.01. That gives us 48,325.55. And we get the square root of that, which is 219, and that's our answer. Thank you.